Embrace what you do have. You open your hands up to what's to come. If you can't be thankful for the little, how can God give you more? So if you embrace what you have, you attract more automatically. What's the worst thing for you, but the best thing for you? Being content in your situation. Being okay with where you're at, but not comfortable. I'm okay with what I have now, but I know I can progress to have more. But if you can't be okay with what you have now, you'll never be okay with what you can get.
You ready? You ready to get the movement going right now, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it.
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Lavish Journey podcast. It's your host, Jay Gaines, and here today, I got a special guest in here today, my brother, Calvin.
What's good, y'all?
I mean, he's supposed to be more hyped than that.
Oh, bro, I'm just laid back. I'm chilling.
Hey, I feel it, bro. How you feeling today, man?
Oh, I'm feeling good.
Same, man.
Having
Same.
a great sense of purpose.
You know what? I like that. A great sense of purpose.
Yeah.
You already see where this podcast about to go today, y'all. Definitely, man. So, how's the weather out here for you?
Bipolar, man. You know how hard it is for me not to get sick?
Seriously, man.
Wasn't it just 50 yesterday and today it was 30 something?
Today was cold. I ain't gonna lie. I went outside with just a sweatshirt on.
Right.
And I thought it was about to be, 50 degrees again. I froze instantly. Instantly.
Right.
And every time I do a podcast show, I always start off talking about our weather because it's so, flip-flop, man. It's like
flip-flop because it's Cleveland.
Yeah. Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio.
It was snowing in the summer just last year, I think.
For real? See, I was out here last summer, but not till
it was
got
snowing,
warm.
bro. It was snowing.
Damn. Well, I'm glad I wasn't here to witness that because in Toledo, knowing Toledo was only 2 hours away, it was always 10 degrees warmer in Toledo than Cleveland.
Right.
And that's weird. Super weird, man. So we're here today to talk to y'all about dumbing down content, positive energy, and a little bit of philosophy. What's good, y'all? So to start off with, y'all, so y'all know, obviously, I create a lot of content, that spreads positivity. It can also be, I don't know how to say the word, philosophical in a way. And my brother Calvin here also does that as well, man. And, some people can sometimes tell you to dumb down your content. And I never understood that. And we actually just saw this topic 5 minutes ago. And I don't know. What's your input on that, bro? On dumbing down your content?
Well, first off, when people say dumb down the content, that really just tells me how much you feed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. If I'm talking about something that's a common topic with everybody, and you have a sense of understanding of what I'm talking about, if you're not reading constantly and actually feeding yourself different knowledge and being knowledgeable about not just one thing, but a little bit in every area, of course you tell me to dumb down my content.
So when you think people say dumb down their content, is it because they don't understand in a way, or is it a different perspective you have compared to theirs probably, or?
It's honestly a different perspective because everybody talks differently and everybody words stuff differently.
100%.
So the way I word things and the metaphors I use may not be knowledgeable to you.
That's true.
I firmly believe who you listen to and who you surround yourself around,
I agree.
they become an image of you.
That's true. It took me a while to realize that, honestly. And they always say that people you associate yourself with, you hang around with, is honestly you or image or similar. Somebody just talking about this on Facebook too. Somebody is talking about do you feel, about the law of attraction, right?
Yeah.
You attract who you are, what you feel, whatever.
Oh, I feel that's so important.
Very important. Very important. And they didn't understand what I was talking about. And they was like, wow, I never thought about that. I was like, yeah. Whatever you put out here to this universe, it comes back to you, man. Literally. So whoever you have in your circle is actually a reflection of you, honestly. And that goes for me, everybody, honestly, in the world, period,
You got to be careful of that.
Yeah.
Your best friend can literally be somebody who sucks the life out of you. You have those people that are easy to be around. Then you just have those people that once you leave, you're tired.
Oh, see.
And it's just hard to be around them.
Right, right.
Like, it actually takes effort to have conversation with them. I have a friend like that.
You do?
Yes, I have a friend like that.
So you just said they suck the energy out of you. So you like getting the energy sucked out of you then?
I honestly, as bad as that sounds, I was connected to him. I knew him my whole life.
Okay, see, okay.
So I struggled to actually separate emotions from facts.
Right.
Because my emotional attachment to him, I look at him like a little brother. Mm-hmm. But the facts were, he was a toxic individual. Like, I don't want to sound religious, but who relates the system to the Bible? And when I say the system, I mean hierarchy, Donald Trump, Republicans, Dominicans. Mm-hmm. How can you relate that to the Bible?
I don't know how, honestly. Do you know a way?
No.
I'm about to say, I personally don't know, unless I'm just not enlightened to a way. I mean,
rules and technicalities, but he was not talking about rules and technicalities.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about how Donald Trump is evil and we need to fix him.
Are you a Donald Trump supporter?
No, I can't.
Okay. All right, I'm about to say, shit, we got to get about this podcast.
Truth be told, I think Donald Trump is so self-absorbed.
Oh, okay.
Like, he doesn't feed off of actually helping others benefit from things that might not be of mutual interest. He actually, I feel like he got into the office just for a money scam.
I feel the same exact way, bro. That's why I don't comment about him too much, because I already know he's in it for the business. He's a businessman, bro.
Exactly.
Business. He don't care about people. He cares about money, you know?
And that business has put us in so much turmoil. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's caused a lot of, I'm trying to use a proper word.
I would say havoc.
Ooh, havoc. What does that mean, man? Enlighten me on this word, havoc.
Chaos.
Okay, there you go. For sure. Seriously, I never heard that word before. Y'all, he's been dropping gems ever since he got here, y'all. Honestly. But I feel like it has brought a lot of havoc, honestly. But I look at it in a good way at the same time, because it's bringing out that in other people as well who's been hiding it for years.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? On a deeper level? Yeah, for real. That's why I'm like, when he got in office and all that shit happened. I ain't about to talk about him too much, y'all, but when he got in office, all this, racism and discrimination shit started happening again. I actually looked at it in a good way. I was like, okay, it's showing who was covering that shit up for the last 8, 15, 20 years or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's bringing it to light. And a lot of people look at it in a negative way. It is negative. I'm being wrong, but I look at it a positive way, because now we're aware who is like that, you know what I mean, and how they really did feel.
Some people can't take being exposed, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, honestly, and I don't mean to bring this energy to the conversation, but think about Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Dude was intellectual.
Yeah.
He was a known philosopher.
He was.
He created change. He did everything. But look what that got him. I know they think it's a conspiracy and all of this.
Yeah.
He died right before he released a documentary.
Yep.
On somebody who cured all diseases that we can't find the cure for.
Yep.
Now, is that conspiracy? Or gang related?
Man, Nipsey Hussle, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not going to lie. I personally didn't listen to his music a lot at all, to be honest. But I did, I'm not going to lie, respect what he did for his community. Because I always knew about it, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, I listen to his music all the time. I didn't, but I always respect that man for what he did. And I didn't find out actually a lot of what he did until he died. Ain't that crazy? How I didn't find out none of the stuff until this man passed away. Rest in peace to Nipsey, but I didn't find out none of the stuff until he passed away. And now I'm actually even more sad about it. Of course, I was sad because he passed away, but I got even more sad about it because how much he's doing for his community. And a lot of these artists and people, out here don't do that. They give money to the community, but he's actually in his community, you know what I mean? Giving them back, hanging out with them, not just like, hey, I'm just giving y'all a check, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's tragic what happened to him, honestly. I'm lost for words for that situation.
Truth be told, it's bad, but nowadays people don't realize the value of somebody until they're gone.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just Nipsey and himself. I don't mean Tupac. I don't mean anybody who's passed away.
Right.
And I mean people that are our age. We lose somebody and say, oh man, he was a good dude. And then you got other people who sit back and it's like, you didn't even talk to him.
Yep.
But now you're acknowledging him?
Yep.
So it's taken for somebody to die for you to acknowledge the value of them.
Yep.
It's just like so much is taken for granted now.
I agree. Because at first I felt weird, like, oh my God, I want to be one of those people that hop on the bandwagon, like, oh, he died, now support him. But man, I honestly, I feel for him and his family, man. Everything. It's just fucked up. The way it happened too was fucked up, man.
In front of his own store.
Your own store. You know, and they say the person that did it
was his friend.
And that's what I say, y'all. Listen, I'm not trying to say all your friends are bad, but you got to watch who you keep in your circle. Like we was talking about energy earlier, bro. You got to watch that energy. If that energy not right, cut it off. Don't feel bad for cutting it off either. If you do not feel that energy is not matching your energy or above, cut it off. Because like you said, it was suck the life out of you, literally. And it could either possibly take your life, you know what I mean? And that was a prime example. And it's just unfortunate, man, because I didn't know he knew the guy or the guy knew him. I didn't know none of this shit till yesterday.
He was actually a friend.
A friend.
I'm not sure if they were close.
Yeah.
Word on the street is on YouTube. I watched a video and they had Nipsey in the video, but in the background they circled his face.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, if your worst enemies can be the ones closest to you, facts over emotions is so important. Energy is so important.
I agree. I can't agree with you more, man.
Everything that glitters ain't gold.
Exactly. So what advice would you give to people out there when it comes to energy, man, and just, you know, feeling that energy?
I would say master your energy. Master your own energy first. Because if you're victim to your own energy, how can you decipher somebody else's?
That's true.
If you don't know your own energy and what you give off, if you can't tell if it's positive or negative, how can you tell what somebody else's is? Unless you are just that much more focused on somebody else than yourself.
Exactly. So get to know your energy first to understand other energies, or is that what you're trying to say in a way?
Self-awareness.
We just talking about that too.
Self-awareness is so important because it's very important to know your do's and don'ts, your triggers, and the things you can live with. Like, for instance, it's very hard for me to hang around people who are just off the wall and have no self-control.
Yeah.
Yelling, jumping, pushing people. And I mean, not pushing everybody you know. I mean, pushing random people.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that chaos. I like to be in order.
I like that. Same, man. It's like, I don't know, I just kind of honestly noticed energy like a few years ago. I think we always know, but I became self-aware of my personal energy just a few years ago. And you're right. I just realized, like you say, I can't hang around people that doesn't match my energy, honestly. If it doesn't match my energy, it's going to drain mine. Simple as that, to be real. So when did you become about your self-awareness from personal experience?
Last year, bro.
Last year.
And
you gained all this knowledge that quick?
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
Because,
go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to get a little personal here, but in 2018, I was honestly in a state of denial. Like, I was this person, I was maturing, I was making progress in life, but I was ignoring the things that mattered the most. Like my family, my relationship with my mom wasn't all well. My relationship with my dad was horrible. And I ignored it. And it's just like, if the home isn't right, what else can be right?
I agree, man.
So if my home is supposed to be a safe haven, but when I go back home, it feels like a furnace, what benefit am I getting from that? I'm not getting any benefit at all. So what I had to do was just ignore the things on the outside and fix my internal vibration. When family's messed up, and honestly, it's family and the intangibles that matter the most.
Right.
Gratitude, compassion, loyalty, honesty. All these things matter. So if you take a look at your core values, family is the first thing. The fact that I was ignoring that most of my life, I don't care what I'm doing in the physical world. What about my world, my private world? It was messed up.
It's true.
And once I took my family, fixed that, everything I showed you on my phone is actually from family experiences.
That's deep, man. So that's where it all started, such as your self-awareness. And
It started at home.
it starts at home.
It starts at
I
home.
always hear that too, man.
Yes. I have a poster that says, home is where dreams, what did it say? Your house is where hopes, dreams, and love is made. I can actually bring the poster to whenever we come back and do this.
Yeah,
again.
100%. Yeah.
But I have it at home. Once I read that, and I found it in this advertisement box that we get at my job. When I saw that, it was just kind of a reality check. It's like, the house is where dreams are made. My house is where I experience my worst pain. That's what made me fix it. That's what actually made me look at my life and say, hey, if I'm not about family, how can anybody else trust me? Because how you treat your family is how you're going to treat your friends.
I agree.
Just like relationships. I understand if somebody doesn't have a sister. But how you treat your girlfriend? Okay, you cheating on her. Imagine a guy cheating on your sister.
Be pissed. Heated.
Exactly. But people still do it.
That's true.
And it's sad. Like, core values is what made me turn my life around. Once I got my core values together, my life changed.
It's awesome, man.
My energy changed.
Right.
I firmly feel your energy has to do with your core values. So if you're thinking about sex, money, drugs, cars, material things that are a liability, it'll ruin your energy.
Wow. I never thought about that, man. I mean, I heard that, but the way you broke it down makes perfect sense, man. So when you change those core values and got like in touch with yourself and self-aware, you notice everything else around you start to like develop in a way.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, when it's foggy at home, how is everything else clear?
That's true. Because home's supposed to be, like you said, where dreams happen. Like, you know what I mean? Exactly. Home base. It's supposed to be no place like home.
That's your support system.
Exactly.
So if you have a bad relationship with your mother, your father, and your brother, when you're pursuing your dreams, who are the first people you seek approval from? Your family.
Yep.
Family.
Yeah, it's true.
I didn't have it all together with my family, but once I did, I'll put it this way. What's the one thing that is a solid image of God?
Solid image? See, I go a feeling. I say love, to be honest. That's a feeling for me. Image, I can't tell you an image. I mean, family, of course, is probably personally a solid image of God for me because they supported me throughout everything, and that's how I'm here today, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once I got my family together, my life came together.
I love it, man.
Once my family became one and we actually became united, because actually in my bio, it says, united we stand, divided we fall. And that's something personal that stuck with me for 2 years now. And it wasn't just a physical battle, it was a spiritual battle because I was breaking down mentally to fight. I'd be fighting for my relationship with my parents and they just want to give up. They'd be cutting me off. So it's just like master yourself before you try to discern somebody else's energy.
That's real. I just read a book about that too. Self-mastery, man.
Exactly.
Self-mastery. So by you mastering yourself, well, I know that's an ongoing process throughout, the journey of life and everything. Do you feel like you're at the point you can help others that's probably going through situations similar?
I can only take you as far as I've been. If you want to learn how to master yourself, I can take you there. I can help you and give you the tools to master yourself. but I can't do the work for you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I can give you the tools.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you an answer key. But can you apply it to your life? It took me 24 years really to understand that concept.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, and this is what gets me. I understand they're fast readers.
Yeah.
And there are people who can sit down and read a 200-page book in 2 days.
Yeah, yeah.
But did you really soak up the message behind that book, or can you just paraphrase it? Mm-hmm. Did you really understand the jewels that are in these books? Like me, it took me 3 months to read a 200-page book. But I can tell you I didn't miss anything.
Same.
I soaked up all of it.
Yep.
I devoured that book. It's the book I sent you in the text message.
Oh, that's the book?
Yes.
So was that book the life changer? Now, what's the name of that book again, so they can know? What's the name of that book?
What is the name?
Something Manifesto, you told me.
Motivation Manifesto.
Motivation Manifesto,
That's
y'all.
the book. I'm telling you,
Sure.
go get it. 9 points of power. It says it on the book.
Okay, for sure. Motivation Manifesto. I should write that down myself.
Brendan Burchard.
So, by you, was that like the first book you actually soaked in?
Being honest, that's the first book I read on my own account.
Word.
Out of the 25 years I've been living. Of course, the Bible.
Yeah.
But a book outside of the Bible, that's the first book I've actually read on my own account that I wanted to read.
Really?
And ever since I've mastered myself,
Uh-huh.
there's been a sense of hunger there.
Yep.
You never can know too much about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you get older, you change. So can you really master yourself your whole life? Unless you're learning about yourself your whole life.
I was just like to say, unless you learning your whole life. But you know they say, we never stop learning until the clock stops.
And you don't know when the clock
And you don't know
stop.
when it's going to... Exactly.
It's scary to say that, but your clock can stop once you go to sleep.
Honestly, yeah.
The one thing I ask myself all the time, if everything was taken away from you right now, could you live in this world with what you know now? Would you be satisfied?
And repeat that question. Let me soak that in. Where you say, if everything was taken away from me.
Everything was taken away from you right now.
Okay.
Books, everything. And all you had was people, your job, and interaction. Would you be able to survive?
Now,
Would you be happy?
with the knowledge that I have now, though, and the insights I have now,
Yes.
do I still keep that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I will,
But
personally.
you can't gain anything else. Would you be satisfied? Would you say,
You know what? Go ahead.
I've read enough.
Oh, no.
I'm happy with what I've learned.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be real, no. But if it came down to the point, though, I feel like I'd be satisfied to a certain point. I think I'd be satisfied for like probably a good while, but after a while, like, okay, I need to learn more. Cause me, I'm a learner. I love to learn. I love to experience life. And if I'm just standstill or stationary, I don't know.
Realize this. You still have people to learn from.
Yeah.
Would you be able to continue life just off of observation from other people? That's something I ask myself all the time, because when I say observation from other people,
Okay.
that's outside of you. That's outside of yourself. So anything outside of you is something you can learn.
Yeah. That's deep, bro.
That's something I ask myself
And-
every single day.
See, and that's what comes with interacting with others, though. Like we was talking about earlier, how we have to get more interactive with people. I understand social media is a big thing. That's how people watching us now and everything. But
Right.
that's what I feel like we would come, like it'd be more face-to-face conversation, interaction. Because everybody knows something that we don't know. You know, it can be insightful, it could be good, it could be bad, but everybody still has something that we don't know, and it can help us grow in a way.
Right. You want to know something that really bugs me, though?
What's up, bro?
Most people don't know how to utilize social media.
They don't.
Most people don't know how to utilize a business page on social media. We have these essential products that were created for our benefit, but we don't know how to use them.
Exactly. We don't.
We use them for pictures and dating.
Yep. Hey, I'm sorry.
But they were innovated to make money.
No, you real though. That's only two things we use it for, to be honest, man. Like, I'm guilty of it for quite some time now. I use it, you know, a good purpose. But yeah, usually two things. Social is used for pictures or dating, you know what I mean? And guess what? That falls in place too. Comparisons, you know what I mean? Who has a better life than who? Who has this? Who has that? Oh, they have what I have. They don't have what I have. You know what I mean? And everybody's not like that, y'all. I'm not trying to say everybody's like that, but I just noticed that trend with that, and I feel like that comes in a part with this mental health thing we're going through, man. You know,
And that's where self-awareness comes in.
and boom, it all intertwines.
Because if you don't understand who you are, you'll seek validation from somebody you don't even know based off of their pictures.
I'm sorry, I've been feeling this way for quite some time.
It's just like, if I can look at a picture and say, hey, I want that because I don't know myself.
Right.
It's just like I'm seeking validation off of something that I don't even have.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that I see that looks keen to my eye, that's what I'm going to want. You know how dangerous that is?
Super dangerous. That's comparing your life to somebody else. And guess what? You can never be that life, even compared to when you think about it, to be honest. That's their life.
Why want it? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, brother. It doesn't.
It doesn't make sense. Even the people who live that life are trying to get out, and then you have people trying to get in that life.
And you notice that? Okay, I'm glad you said that because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was guilty. Like, years ago, I'd be on social media and look at people's life. Oh, I wish I can live that life. And little do I know, they probably behind the scenes like,
Exactly.
damn, I wish I could live this life. So they're looking at somebody else. And that's why it hit me. I don't know when this hit me to be exact, but it hit me like, whoa. Why am I comparing my life to I can't never live that person's life. You know, I can just live my life and make it the best that I possibly can make it. And like you said, and embrace the little wins and little accomplishments that we do in life. And I find I'm at the point now I literally wholesomely believe just in my life and just don't compare myself to nobody.
That's the word.
Yep.
Most, and I'm not, okay, I won't even say most. The select people in our generations and the generations to come
Right.
seek validation from others because they're not whole in themselves. If you don't understand who you are and what you're about and what you want, how can you say you're whole?
Exactly.
People, excuse me, people, I'm going to get a little real here real quick.
Get real, man. We here to get real, bro.
People are having sex to feel whole. People are entrusting in something physical for temporary satisfaction to fulfill them for a lifetime. And then they get confused when they continuously go back to it. And the more you do it, the more you need it.
Yep.
You know the one thing that's in everything that's the most addictive thing
What?
outside of drugs? Sugar
Uh-oh.
is addictive. Sugar.
Stop calling me out, bro.
I'm just saying. Like,
All right, go
the thing that people love best,
Uh-huh.
brisk.
Oh, I love brisk. I haven't drunk pop in years, but I love when I did drink, I love brisk.
Once you drink one of them things, you want another one for sure.
You can drink them back to back too.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's how they get you.
Yep.
The high fructose corn syrup. It's addictive.
It is. I
Going back
agree.
to energy, what you feed your body is what you put out.
Yep.
So if your body's made up of water, dirt, plants, and herbs, imagine how you would operate and how your function would be if you give your body what it's made of. We're eating these meats with hormones and testosterone in them.
Yeah.
Imagine if you was just to eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains and water. And do a 30-day
imagine it.
fast of holistic foods.
Yep.
No meats, no steroids, no chemicals, no chips, no pop, no bread, just plant-based foods.
Woo.
Imagine how your life could be.
I can imagine it being real good. I went vegetarian for 2 months. I didn't go vegan or none of that, but I did go
But you
vegetarian.
could sense the difference, couldn't you?
I did sense the difference.
Exactly.
Because that first month, you sensed it a little bit, but not too much. That second month, though, I sensed the difference. I felt lighter in a way, you know, because these beefs and meat and everything, I eat it now, y'all, but it makes you feel heavy. You ever eat like a hella like meat and beef on that, and you get sleepy instantly? You just want to go to sleep. Yeah, lethargic. That's a perfect word. You get lethargic. And I was like, this can't be right. So I went vegetarian for 2 months. I didn't get that way. I mean, of course, I still got tired, but I didn't get lethargic all the time.
It's like you're under the influence, but you're not even under the influence.
That's true.
Because
That's
once
true.
you eat, your thinking's cloudy, your eyes are low,
Yep.
you're tired, you're operating very slow, and you're just sitting there dozing off, not thinking about a thing, just empty, just
Yep.
nodding.
Yep. That's true.
And I read a profound quote that made me change the way I eat.
What is it, bro?
I hope you're ready for this one.
Go ahead, man. I'm just seeing what the comments saying. A lot of people's commenting. Go ahead, bro.
This is what it said. Your body becomes what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
And your spirit becomes your thoughts and your words.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you're speaking into existence, what you talk about, what you think about,
Yep.
it all becomes a part of your spirit.
Yep. I totally understand this one.
Your mind is connected to your heart. Your heart's connected to your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So what you feeding yourself is what you soaking up in your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I always wonder why when I get around certain people, they just get irritated for no reason.
You know why? You're tapping into their inner demons. I hate to use that word, y'all, but it's true.
I was just about to say,
yeah,
your
it's
spirit
true.
is irritating some of their demons.
Yep.
That's how it is.
Yep.
When people get uncomfortable around me, it makes me feel good. Because it's like, okay, most people get it confused.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to impact the world.
Right.
Not for the world to change us.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything in this world is not healthy for you. Everything healthy for you is intangible.
Yeah. No, seriously. Unless you want to live on a damn island somewhere. But yeah.
Exactly.
Seriously.
The life you want is based off of your value of the intangibles.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Gratitude, compassion, love, thankfulness, respect, loyalty.
Some of this down. That's true.
Core values.
Hell, you said this before. So are the core values, is that 5 things?
Yes.
So you said gratitude, compassion,
Love.
I didn't get the last 2. What's the last 2?
Respect. And loyalty. And so you're saying living by these 5, what do you call them again? So core values.
Living by these 5 core values is the key to life.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the things that matter most to you that are intangible are the things that manifest in your physical world.
Wow.
So if I'm thinking about, and excuse me, if I'm thinking about becoming a stripper and I'm constantly thinking about pornography, I'm constantly thinking about the secular hip hop, the stuff they're talking about, the drugs, the money, the sex, the cars. If I think those things are important, that's all I'm going to want in the physical world. Mm-hmm. And trust me, materialistic things are a liability, as I said. Mm-hmm. You never can have enough.
Guess what? Something new's going to come out.
I got a $3,000 ring. Oh, man. There goes a $10,000 ring.
Yeah, we just talking about that. It's infinite. Keeps going.
It's infinite.
Yep.
And if you don't love yourself enough to know those things don't matter,
that's true.
You'll never have enough.
That's true. So you're trying to say embrace what you do have. And also embrace the more that comes with it in a way. You know, I mean, I think I fucked it all up.
When you embrace what you do have, you open your hands up to what's to come. If you can't be thankful for the little, how can God give you more? So if you embrace what you have, you attract more automatically. What's the worst thing for you, but the best thing for you? Being content in your situation. Being okay with where you're at, but not comfortable. I'm okay with what I have now, but I know I can progress to have more. But if you can't be okay with what you have now, you'll never be okay with what you can get.
That's true, man. That's true.
So it's just like,
shit, 'cause you want to be grateful, and you're not grateful for what you have now. What the hell makes you think to be grateful what you
exactly
what you gonna get next?
Exactly.
I want better. And then for you know it, you're gonna wake up one day and realize like, whoa, you know, you can feel that empty space in you. It feels like when you get to that point.
That's
you know
that
what I mean?
void.
That void. That's the word. That void.
That's the void people feel with stuff like sex or drugs. Eating is one of them.
Oh,
when people are depressed, they eat away at everything.
Yep.
And then you wake up the next morning, it's like you're in a trance. You started binge eating February 6th. You wake up, it's December 25th. You look up, you didn't gain 50 pounds from eating away at your feelings instead of confronting them.
So when it comes to eating, obviously we all love eating, but and being depressed and eating, so like I personally never went through that phase just eating for months at a time and being in that mindset. So is that like a coping mechanism, you think, for some people to just eat, like you said, for that long period of time and be going through, you know, depression or something?
You eat how you feel.
Oh, you did say that. Okay.
You eat how you feel.
Okay.
So if you feel bad and you're in a bad state of mind, you're going to eat crap. But if you're conscious about your decisions, I always think about this. What's the difference between a mindful person and a mindless person?
Mindfulness. I don't want to get the wrong terminology, but
Purpose.
okay, there you go. You answered it for me. All right, I was thinking like I was about to be over here in deep thought, like,
A mindful person, they welcome adversity. They welcome tough times.
Oh, 100%.
And they always have a sense of direction. But if you go over to a mindless person, it's like a tradition.
Right.
They do the same thing over and over and over. But a mindful person actually makes a conscious decision to do something different every single day. That's how you promote growth. Those are the things that matter.
So embrace what you're going through. That be telling people that, man, throughout life, the journey, good, bad, great, worse. Embrace it all, because guess what? You're going to learn through all those situations.
Right.
And life isn't always going to go great.
It's not.
But those bad situations I always feel like it's a reason when bad things happen, honestly. You know what I mean? And we all, it's the reason. It's the reason.
Yes.
A lot of us may not like the bad situations in life, you know, honestly, but they teach us something. Because without those bad situations, we won't know what great is. We would never know what it is. Let's be real. Imagine if you grew up just a life, you know, perfect little life, everything going smooth, and then one bad thing happened.
Right.
You won't know how the fuck to handle it. But what do I do now? Yeah, that's why I embrace the hard times, man.
Right.
I ain't gonna sit there and say I love them all the time. I don't. It's sometimes I'll be like, damn, God, why does this happen to me? But I always look at the positive aspects of things, because the positive aspect, if I look at the positive parts of it, it will unfold in such a beautiful way.
Perspective.
I have a great perspective. Yep.
Honestly, God ordains certain things. See, the funny thing about God is he's in charge of good and evil.
Everything.
The devil has to seek permission from God to do certain things to us. So when you think about it, if you live a life ordained by God and God is your cornerstone, everything that you go through, Daniel went with what God did with Daniel was God volunteered Daniel to go through agony and persecution from the enemy. His own friends did it to him. Though he slay me, still shall I trust him. So doesn't it make sense that everything God allows you to go through, because we also make ourselves go through stuff we weren't supposed to go through. Everything, but and I'm the first one to admit that.
I admit it too.
I'm the first one to admit that. But everything we go through, I feel like it's only there to prepare us for what we're meant to have. Our purpose. And if you feel like you're here to live and die, I'm sorry, but you got it wrongfully mistaken.
That's true. I feel like we all have our own personal meaning to be here. And it's up to us to embrace that meaning, though, man.
Your gift.
There you go.
Your gift is what sets you aside from each individual. Not everybody's talented at the same thing, but everybody plays a part in making this world a better place. Everybody.
So what do you think your gift is, bro?
I'm very empathetic. I'm very good at listening. I've been through so much at such a young age. The relationship that I am currently in is a relationship that I wouldn't wish on anybody. But out of this relationship, I've gained so much. I know what it's like to depend on God to do what I can't do. I've seen God push me to do things that are just uncomfortable. But the one thing that I am gifted in is being able to articulate very well. I've been told that I have a way with words.
You do.
And I've never known what it could be, whether it be preaching, whether it be doing this with a brother that I haven't seen in a while.
Exactly, man.
But honestly, you just know when you're in the right place. You just know. And right now I have no question. I am walking in purpose. I may not be where God wants me to be, but I'm on the right path. Like you just know when it's right.
You feel it. It's like a feeling. I really feel like life is a feeling process, bro.
Yeah. It's in the supernatural.
Yeah.
Because everything, like I said again, everything that's good for you, it isn't tangible. It's intangible.
That's real.
So yeah,
that's deep, man.
yeah.
100%. I can't give you a deep answer like that, but I feel like my purpose is pretty much the same thing, man. Like, I got here unexpectedly, for real. Like, not talking about life and period, but just here where I'm at today. Like, how early we was talking about, like, he said, I would never expect you to be on this podcast, having a podcast.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I never expect myself to be on a podcast in front of a camera, you know, any of this stuff, man. And that's why I realized, this may sound crazy to a lot of people. This is me personally. I live life with no expectations. And I'm not trying to just say, oh, fuck life for you, but you know what I mean? Just, I literally let go and let the universe and let God take control.
Wow.
I live life with no expectations.
Wow.
And that's how I got here, man. To be honest, I graduated college. You know, I went to Toledo. I joined the Fry. I got this podcast. I started a business. I did so much with zero expectation.
Are y'all listening to this?
Literally. I literally had no expectations to get here, y'all. And I swear to you guys, anybody that personally knows me, it's true. And
in my words,
it unfolds.
That means you live life with no borders.
No
boundaries.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
You live life with no boundaries. There's no limits.
No limits, bro.
But the funny thing is, people are imprisoned by living life according to others' expectations of them.
Yeah, that's a tough one, though, man. I'll be real.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a tough one.
Yeah. When it comes to that, man.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, when it comes to that, I just...
What happiness do you have in fulfilling somebody else's void?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it doesn't even fill their void. It just gives them a sense of satisfaction. Okay, I didn't do it, but you did.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't live it. So what was the purpose of me telling you to do that?
Mm-hmm.
And we become so codependent on our parents. That happens.
Yeah, I agree.
I watched my brother do it. And it affected me so much because he did something that my dad wanted him to do, but that's something I wanted to do, and I took it personal.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, I thought that was my purpose, but look what God did.
I tell you, man, look how everything unfolds.
Look what God did.
The journey of life and how everything unfolds is just so amazing, man. I be telling people, just, you gotta let go. I know we go through like a lot of anxiety, depression, mental health. I get you. But sometimes you just gotta let go and let life. Or let God, because I don't want to push people on religion too much. Everybody has different, views. But I personally feel that you just got to let go and just let life take its course.
Honestly, Galatians 5:19 through 21.
Mm-hmm.
Galatians 5:19 through 21 speaks exactly what you just said.
What does it speak on?
It talks about the acts of the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the verse by heart, but I did post it on my page. It talks about malice, insecurity, sexual immorality, fits of rage, and stuff like that. Stuff that can ruin you.
Mm-hmm.
And those things can ruin you.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%.
And I honestly feel like, as you say, letting go. Letting go is the only way to gain control of your life. Because when you try to have control, you dig yourself into a deeper hole.
Shit. No, you're right. I felt that one. That's true.
In the book of Philippians chapter 5, it says to lose your life is to gain your life.
Mm-hmm.
So lose the life you expected and let God give you the life that you want.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It's just like, oh my gosh.
just
And Daniel,
let go.
Daniel even said it after all he went through. He said, God will give you the desires of your heart. After God took him through hell.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, what God said to him in the last chapter of the book of Job.
Right.
It was crazy. He used his creation to magnify his powers. So think about the complex design of this earth.
Okay.
And compare that to the power of God. Think about the design of this earth and how complex it is. The galaxies,
I'm trying to put it in my
stars,
head. Okay.
The clouds, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke that into existence.
Okay, I get where you're coming from now. Okay, yep.
So imagine what he can do in our life. Just by a breath. Just like that, he gives you a new life.
That's true. That's true.
He can inhale and take the life out of you and exhale and give you life.
Mm-hmm. That's why I tell people all the time. It's actually
I can't.
A privilege or honor to be here.
Exactly.
It's an honor to be here today. You know, man. I can get real deep with this, but you know, when it comes to life, you know, of course, you know, having kids, everything, you know, all those sperm cells, everything. We was that one to get here. Out of, I don't know, don't quote me on the thing, y'all. Hundreds of thousands or whatever. That is freeze on that.
Yeah, but mine's been going in and out the whole time.
But we was chosen to be here, and it's a reason.
Exactly.
Man, it's a reason we're here, and I really want everybody to really live their purpose. I understand I don't know what it is. We all get kind of lost in the sauce sometimes. But
it's the truth.
Yeah, but it's a reason. It's a reason, and that's all I can say. I can't even go deeper with that, y'all. It's a reason we're here.
And I'm gonna say something to accommodate what he said. Mm-hmm. If you want to know why you're here, observe what you've been through in your life. Your experiences give you a glimpse of your purpose. Whatever you've been through, really observe it. I always tell myself, don't go through anything and not get something out of it, because you leave yourself ignorant. You always want to know why you went through something, even if you can't figure it out yourself.
I agree.
Pray about it.
I agree.
Ask your parents. Your parents were sent here. They're not perfect, no. But when you think about it, everything your parents did was in God's perfect design to create you to be who you are today.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%.
You may not like it.
100%.
But it happened for a reason. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yep. Growing up, you're like, man, why are y'all doing this? You do this to me. You do this to me. Hey, and they like
25.
You're gonna thank me for it later.
Oh, mom,
Yep.
I thank you for what you took me through.
Yep.
I know what you did. You didn't like it, but I thank you for it.
Yep.
And it's just like you gotta look at that with a better perspective, because we think of our parents as superheroes. We don't expect them to make mistakes because they've lived. You 50 years old and you still treat me like this? No.
Real.
They bleed just like I bleed.
Yep. That's true. That's true.
Oh, man.
That's true. And I'm glad you brought that up. I was just thinking about that the other day, man. You know, when you get old, when you, like you said, you're younger, you be salty at your parents when you maybe, you know, you be getting in trouble. They be telling you what to do. You get salty. You get salty. But now as we're older, we're adults now, we're actually on our own path.
You can't thank them enough.
I love my parents. Without them, I say it's to everybody, I would not be here right now.
Without
them. Wouldn't be here. Wouldn't have none of the success I have. None. That while my family, my parents, period. You know what I mean? They bust their ass for me to get here. And growing up, you don't understand it. You don't, because you're so young. You just, I still can't understand it to this day. But I just know now it was a reasoning behind it. And the reasoning is the purpose that I'm living today.
Everything they did was for a reason. In your own best interest. They did everything they did in your best interest.
100%. 100%, man. And it's just beautiful how the way life works out like that, man. It's crazy. Because so now that we are, you know, adults now, well, you know, young adults in mid-20s, whatever.
Right.
And it feels like we're officially on our own path. You know what I mean? It's like, it felt like they raised us the best they could. Of course, they're going to always drop gems to us, but if like they raised us the best they could.
The path to discovery, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say, so are you on the path of like self? Okay.
Path to discovery.
And it's fun, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
It's the best thing you could ever do.
Yeah, the path of discovery is fun. I feel like, you know, if I like, all right, we raised you, we're going to always be here for you, you need us, wherever, but you out here in the world on your own. And it sometimes feel like I'm going, this is my vision of life right now. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the wilderness, right? And I'm finally out here by myself in the real world or whatever. And I'm trying to find my way, find my purpose. I'm trying to live my purpose. And it feels like sometimes when I get lost, my family or God or love is always there behind me. Like it's a backbone. And that's why I feel right now currently in life. And by me having that mindset, it helps me to keep on going through that forest and that wilderness to get to that, you know, when you lost in the forest, they say follow the light, and it's helping me follow that light right now. Listen, and I'm getting closer and closer to it.
It's a spiritual lesson in that. Listen.
Yep. That's how I feel.
Man.
That's how I feel. And I love that feeling. Every day I just know I'm going through it. You know, some days I ain't gonna lie. I do this, be laying in bed like, oh, you know, just
you have those days.
You have to. I learned to embrace them too.
But it's It's the people who can get up and seize a day with intentions. I feel being intentional is so important.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be intentional about your relationship with God. You got to be intentional about what you want out of life. Mm-hmm. You know how they say you got to go get what you want because life ain't going to give it to you?
Oh, yeah.
They say that for a reason because if you don't go get what you want, life is going to start happening to you when you're supposed to happen to life.
Yep. You said no. Hey, I can't even comment back on that one. He reaches right, y'all.
Man.
Hey, that is so true, man. It's like you got to go out here, take it. You got to go out here and live it. Like this one, I saw this post earlier today on Instagram. It says, "Whatever all right." Like he said earlier, what you're doing now, you love to do it, and knowing how sometimes you get exhausted, you still going to do it though,
right?
Because like you're chasing that gives you that fiery good feeling. You're chasing it, you're living it, and it makes you feel good. And the more you do that, the more I don't know, I can't explain it.
It's that pull.
Yeah.
It's something that it's not something you have to force yourself to go get. It's something that just pulls you to it.
Yep. It's like, come on.
It's what you naturally gravitate to. Mm-hmm. It's that thing that you think about every single day. Mm-hmm. I strongly feel like the thing that you think about every day, and there's not a moment you don't think about it, it's a thing you're born to do. I always think about impacting people, talking to people, helping people. Mm-hmm. And help might not be talking, but this is where God has me right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't,
bro.
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I can tell you like it too, man, because I didn't know. I think about a few months ago, I know when you start posting videos, I'm like, huh. And I'll start watching, I'm like, he must be going through that, that enlightenment phase. Because everybody, a lot of people go through it, different time periods. But I peeped, I was like, okay, he going through that time period. It's like that. I call it the enlightenment time period, honestly, since you becoming self-aware and knowledgeable. It's like you start becoming self-awareness. It's the simple point of it, y'all, the self-awareness. And I peeped that with you, man. And I was like, I love it. And
honestly, I feel like everything we've talked about has to do with self-awareness.
Yep.
Everything we've mentioned has to do with it.
We wouldn't be talking about it. We didn't know it or, living in it.
Right.
That's real.
It's so important, man.
100%, man. I can't agree with you more. I'm about to go off Instagram Live real quick on Facebook, y'all.
I think I'm going to do the same.
Hold on.
So, if you on here, get your butts on Facebook.
Yep. I might just read the comments real quick. To my listeners out there, it's about to keep on going. Somebody said rest in peace to Nipsey. I was waiting for you to get into that. Yeah, somebody's waiting for us to get into the Nipsey Hussle thing.
We could talk about it more on Facebook if you want.
I'm going to end the live real quick. All right, listeners, hold on, y'all. Hold on, family. I'm not going to call it listeners. Y'all family at this point, man. If y'all,
we all family, man.
If y'all that tuned in, y'all family. We're about to go on Facebook Live real quick.
We all a family.
Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, you already on there?
Yeah.
I'm a slow mover, man.
Me to rotate my phone.
I'll tell you to rotate your phone?
Yeah, I did it. It's cool now.
You ain't tell me yet, so let me tag you in this actually, man.
Actually, you know what?
If I can. Hold on, tag for. Oh, there we go.
I got the lock thing on, so when it turns. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep.
You in there, man. Let me tag Lavish Journey in here, too. Let me go ahead and tag the brand in here, man.
Oh, for those of you out there, I have a page.
Go ahead.
Look it up. It's FTLT. No lowercase.
Okay. Promote that, man. I be telling people, hey, when you get on this show, promote anything you do. Promote your brands. Do anything, man, because they out here watching. What's up, y'all? Hold on. We about to get started. Don't leave me yet. Don't leave me yet. Hold on. Dang, I couldn't have put in a comment. Oh, well.
It's just FTLT.
All right, we in there. Let me wait for my people.
And it'll pop up.
All right, let's see. Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? We just on here talking about life and life purpose. What's good, X? Hey, shout out my brother X. If y'all need a DJ, hit up my bro X. DJ Excellent. Is it on Instagram? I think so. DJ Excellent on Instagram. Hit him up, y'all. Up and coming DJ. He actually got my up and coming. He already out here.
I see you.
Yeah, it's already going. You know X is?
No.
Oh, I thought you knew who I was. Oh.
I was just about saying, I see you.
It's going. All right, so we're going to get back to talking
Out
about
here doing it,
life
man.
and its purpose, man. That's why I loved it. That's what I do love about this generation, though. Everybody is doing something. You notice that?
Everybody.
It's like, I don't know anybody that's not doing something.
You want to know one thing that I have noticed? I don't want to sound like it's black and white or racial.
What's up?
In our generation, one thing I've noticed is we don't want to work for nobody.
Yeah.
All of us want to be individuals. I feel individualism and unity is so important.
That's true.
You have to be your own individual, but to get to higher heights, you need unity. Mm-hmm. There's strength in numbers.
Oh, 100%, man. I wish we can get more united, but it's like we keep. I don't want to use the word killing. We keep killing each other, man.
I feel like it's pride.
Yeah, man.
Nobody can accept. One thing we suck at is rejection.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when we get rejected, we get angry.
Yeah.
It's just like, instead of getting angry, accept what you can't control. Know the difference.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true, man.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can't change and the wisdom to know the difference. That's not exactly what it says, but that verse means so much to me.
Yeah, I'm just putting it, accept what you can't control, man.
You can't control everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when life says no, that's life's way and God's way of protecting you from something that you don't want to go through. Like whether it be a job at a store or a manager's position, or you went to school for physical therapy and you apply for a physical therapy job. I feel like every no is another chance for a yes. Mm-hmm. So every time one door closes, another one opens.
Seriously. Opportunities always come.
Every single day.
So that's why when I get rejected from things, like for instance, when I was in college going for nursing school, I got denied 2 times from Toledo, and I had like a 3.4 GPA. And I wasn't sweating it though, because me, you know me, I have no. I was like, I'm cool with me.
You can't.
I'm a slow mover through life, but I do good quality movements when I do move. And I got accepted to a good college, just finished and everything. And it shows you, man, just you gotta relearn to embrace, you know, the I don't want to call them downfalls. You just gotta embrace the no's sometime. Honestly,
I feel like people don't know the difference between being efficient and being effective.
Boom. What's the difference though? What's your difference?
Being efficient is just doing something constantly. Mm-hmm. But if you actually take a second to sit back and observe, take notes and understand, would you rather be efficient or effective?
I'd rather be, ooh.
Because if you're efficient but not effective, you don't get anywhere. But if you're effective but not as efficient, you can get further than somebody who's being efficient.
That's true.
Because I can do something.
That's true. Okay, that's true.
Constantly do it, but not do it right.
Okay, I see what you're going with this.
If I'm not as efficient as you, but I am effective, you can be efficient doing this, and I can wait until you take 20 steps.
Right.
And because I'm effective, I can get twice as far as you just because of my principles.
That's true. That's
and
true.
what I did before I started.
That's true. See, me personally, I'm a slow mover, man. Mm-hmm. I'm efficient and effective. I'm gonna be real. I legit move. I took 7 years to get my nursing degree. 7 years. It usually take about 4 or 5 years. Me, I'm a slow mover though. My efficiency is good, but my effectiveness is better though. It's like I move very, very slow.
Right.
But I hit hard. You know, it's good quality. It's good. It's hard to explain, man. You know, they say quality over quantity. I live by that shit.
Yes.
I live by quality over quantity. My life is so quality. I don't live as fast as everybody else do, but the quality of it is, woo, it's strong.
I promise you.
Uh-huh.
Quantity and quality remind me of longevity and temporary satisfaction.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Because things that satisfy you temporarily, they don't give you anything.
No.
They only give you that moment. And that moment can only be for maybe minutes or an hour. But longevity, something that lasts long, those are the things that you want.
That's what I'm going for too. Like today with this, I'll do everything long term. I take my time with everything, man.
The process. You love the process.
I do. I was just talking about people about that. I love the process. I just tell them that too. I love the process. I love it.
Everybody want to be a champ, but nobody wants to go through the pain.
Everybody wants to go through that quick process. That, I did this real quick. No, man, you got to love that process.
Man. What comes quick don't last long, and what lasts long don't come easy.
Yep. You're right.
That's how you put it.
He said it, y'all. You're right.
That's how you put it.
That's true.
Your dream is not gonna come easy. What you want is not gonna come easy. It's gonna take a process.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing that I've learned,
what's up?
When preparation ends, destiny meets. So once you're done preparing, and once the provisions stop, you're there, but you have to go get it.
So once you prepare for that destiny, now it's go time pretty much.
It's up to you to go get it.
It's up to you to go get it. Okay, I got you.
And that's where your networking comes into handy. Because I feel like your success can only go as far as your relationships. Because if I only know 2 people, I only can take myself so far. That's why I say there's strength in numbers, because the more people you know, the more opportunities and the more things you can access.
Yep.
That's why. That's why you never burn bridges ever.
Okay.
You never know who you may need.
When it comes to burning bridges, let's say they bad energy. When you burn when you burn energy with bad bridges, on the real.
Honestly, I can't answer that, because I understand.
People
with bad energy, you can't hang around.
Yeah, that's true.
But one thing I've learned, those people with bad energy can be in your circle, right?
I cut them all out personally. I'm gonna be real. Any bad energy, I cut.
You cut them out.
Cut.
Okay, yeah. You cut them out from hanging out with them, but you still do care about them from a distance.
Oh, it's a human. Yeah. I love them from a distance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if you cut them off, you don't hang out with them every day. The fact that you still love them from a distance, that means you still have that line of connection. You got me
on that one. You got me. Okay, you're right. You're right.
Your enemies can actually give you what you want.
You know what? You're absolutely right, because when it comes to me having, enemies, and actually, I don't have oh shoot, hold on, y'all. Actually, I don't personally have any enemies right now.
Right.
But it is people I have cut off, and I do love them from a distance, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I'm a good person. I love people no matter what. You know what I mean? I just.
What did you talk about in the last one? Unconditional love.
Unconditional love.
It's important.
Unconditional love is very important, man.
Because some people can't get what you give from everybody.
That's true.
Like, I can't go everywhere and get this energy from everybody. Everybody gives off a different energy. Everybody gives off a different form of unconditional love. So if you can give everybody a sense of unconditional love, the more love you have in this world, the less hatred they'll give.
I agree. That's why I try to push out much love as I possibly can to the universe, because I'm pretty sure everybody has love in them, but it's something.
Heat burning coals with kindness.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. I really try to throw everything positive out here. If you see my content, y'all, or anything, it's all positive. It's all. I just really try to do it because I really feel
definitely.
If it can reach even to one person, that it can reach that one person to 50 people, or to even one other person. That one other person can reach to 100 people. You know what I mean? That's why love beats hate every time.
Love is the greatest force of all.
That's true.
Hate is not stronger than love.
No, I hate.
There is nothing that is stronger than love.
Shit, you die early off hate, honestly. Hey,
say that again.
Not even physically, be honest. Mentally first, then physically.
My gosh.
Then mentally, then physically.
And that's funny. You say that. You said mentally first. When you die mentally, you're brain dead.
Yep.
And when you're brain dead, what are you?
A vegetable.
Zombie.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it makes so much sense.
Yep. It took me, I don't know how I actually learned all this stuff, man. It was a blessing from God. I'll be real.
I think trial and error, man.
That could be way too. Trial and error.
Like, we go through things and we learn stuff, but we only can sustain a certain capacity. But through talking, I think we actually expose ourselves to what we truly know.
So what do you mean by that?
Because Like, okay, when you're intentional about conversation and when you go into a conversation talking about a certain thing, look at the circumference of conversation when you just let it kind of flow and just let it go where it may go.
Right, right.
You don't go into it talking about the things that you talk about, but because they all branch off to certain subjects, it leaves the floor open for unlimited amount of knowledge.
Honestly, yeah.
And some of the stuff you say, can you honestly say you thought you knew about?
You know what? Yeah. Like, such as me talking to you right now about this stuff, I don't know. It just flowed. It just came out.
Exactly.
It just flowed.
Exactly.
I guess I always live by these morals and everything, but I guess by talking to people, it helps us get to know ourselves more. You know, believe it or not, I be telling people that's why I'm a huge networker. That's why I do this podcast, because the more I talk to people, the more I find out stuff about myself, the more I find out stuff about other people, different insights. It's like knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Always.
Knowledge is power, man. That's what any kind of knowledge. People always think it's just school knowledge. No, it's life experience knowledge.
Everything in school, honestly, yes, it's the fundamentals.
Yep, there you go.
But it cannot get you where you want to go in life. Life does that in itself.
That's true.
Because the things you learn from life get you to where you want to go.
I agree, man.
But like I always say,
What's
everything you go through, please observe. Because you don't want to have certain experiences that you go through and you're ignorant to them because you didn't pay attention. And then you get to a certain point in your life and it's like, dang, I went through that one thing that one time, but since I don't know why I went through it, and that could be the answer to what I'm looking for.
Right.
Now I'm stuck.
You know, I just put something on Facebook. I said something about self-awareness. You have to be self-aware to realize all the other options you have in life. That's not the exact quote, y'all, but it's something very similar to that, man.
I know what you're talking about.
And the more self-aware you are, I can't really get it into words right now.
What
did you say? Sorry, y'all. I had a brain fart. I put something on Facebook. It's something about self-awareness. It's from a book, actually. I'm reading this book called The Mastery of Self. And it pretty much just gives you different insights about, you know, yourself and self-awareness. And, you know, what you put out to the universe pretty much is what you get back.
You know who's a good author?
Who?
And he speaks very profoundly on self-awareness?
Who?
Wayne Dyer.
Wayne Dyer. So what does he talk about?
Well, as you know, I've just finished that book, Motivation Manifesto. I'm starting this book tomorrow.
Okay.
Called Beginning Mindfulness.
Oh, mindfulness is key.
Then I got another one of 101 practical techniques of purpose or something like that. It was just these powerful books. I got another book, and people lack the importance of being able to control your emotions.
Yeah, you got to control your emotions.
If you cannot control your emotions, imagine what it will do to your life.
So what happen if you can't control, if you don't control your emotions?
Honestly, destruction. Because if you can't control your emotions, everything that you get from somebody and everything that you hear, you will take personally. Because your personal experiences manifest in physical forms. So say you got bullied when you were like 17, and then you come across a guy that looks the same and acts the same. And he might not even be bullying you, but because he reminds you of something that happened to you, it'll affect you. You'll get uptight, you may get tense, you may get angry. Remember that grief recovery class I talked to you about?
Yep. That's what it does.
That's what it does. Grief recovery.
So talk about that a little bit, man. The grief recovery.
One profound thing I learned about grief recovery. Is it the big things that happen to you that impact you the most, or the little things that build up to something big? It's the little things that build up to something big. So say I have an alcohol problem and I'm trying to get rid of the alcohol problem, and I resort to smoking to stop drinking alcohol. So by the time I'm done drinking alcohol, now I have a smoking problem. And this was all to cope with my emotions. So now that I got rid of my drinking problem, now I have a smoking problem. And to get rid of my smoking problem, let's say I resort to sex. Okay, now that I'm done with my smoking problem, now I have a sex problem. It's like throwing more needles in the haystack.
For real. It's like you keep trying to fill this void with substances, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I saw this post on Instagram. He said, cake is sweet. Mm-hmm. But why is the cake sweet?
You don't want me to answer that.
Is it the icing or is it the substance?
That's true.
You tasted sweet when I originally bit from you. But don't let the thing that made me attracted to you allow me to lose interest in the long run. So I bit you and you were sweet. But once I bit you and you were sweet, I thought you had something else. But really what attracted me in the first place is what made me tired of you. You need substance with everything.
Right.
If you don't have substance, what do you really have? Because substance is what sustains you. So if you can't have something that sustains you, then all you have is a little events that keep happening. And what did I just say? You adding more needles to a haystack?
Yep.
So by the time you done and you want to confront what you originally started with, you don't know because now you got so many problems.
Yep.
When you started off with one.
Damn. So somebody that's going through that situation with all these problems, all these needles in the haystack, what would you, personally, how would you handle that situation? Let's say if you just have a whole bunch of needles in the haystack and you just keep on this, load on this shit on top of shit. How would you handle that situation, though, to cleanse it all or to, deal with it or wipe it out?
I always tell people, and this is a profound thing, stop hacking at the leaves and get to the root of the problem.
So dig deep in yourself?
Yes. Figure out what the bigger picture is. So say I'm Devontae and I dated this girl named Alicia. And this is not unreal. This is something that really happened, but I'm just not using specific names.
Feel it. Yeah, I feel it.
I dated Alicia for 5 years. One day I start smoking uncontrollably. Another day I start drinking. That boils in my life for 5 years. I'm in denial the whole time. I'm pursuing my life, but I'm also crippling myself because I'm resorting to something that's temporary to fill the void that I can't face 5 years ago.
Yep.
So now anything that comes in my path in the future, I may destroy it because I haven't faced what happened to me in the past.
So you think it's the trauma that came from the past is going into your future, pretty much, it sounds like.
Yes.
A form of PTSD.
Yes, your past will follow you if you don't face it. The only way to get over your fears is to do what? You can't go above it. You can't go under it. You can't go around it.
Oh, shit.
You have to go through it.
Don't run from the pain. Run towards the pain.
Embrace the pain. Once you embrace it, the pain no longer controls you. You control the pain. And that's when energy comes in. Because when you have pain, your pain can push you to purpose if you know how to channel what you went through and use it to your ability. I always say, don't allow pain to get in front of you. Put it behind you. Because if you put it behind you, you can control where you use it. But if it gets in front of you, now the only thing you can do is go in every direction but the direction you want to get to.
Oh, so pretty much, sorry, y'all, but pretty much this is pain, right?
Yes.
And let's say this is you.
Yes.
So you think pain will be the block of you, pretty much? It'll block you. So it's best to put the pain behind you. Now, how would you do that though? When you get the pain, you have to break through it in a way, or you just like, I'm trying to explain that.
With pain.
Okay.
Pain is something that it's manifested in a physical world through human interaction. See, us as humans, we lack the value in human interaction. Technology.
Yeah.
It's really hard for girlfriends and boyfriends and families, aunties and uncles and cousins to go out without accessing their phones. But you want to know the funny thing about the United States? In some countries outside of the United States, I'm not sure where it is. They make you put your phone in a box and they lock it until you're ready to leave to force you to interact with the person you're out on a date with.
Really?
Whether it be family or a boyfriend or girlfriend. Now, if you want to get past pain, you can't go around it, because when you go around it, when you face something in the future that looks identical because you haven't dealt with something in your past.
Right.
It stirs up something. It's like a good spirit in a room full of people with bad demons, that good spirit's going to disrupt those demons. So if you go around your pain as you did, it's still there. But if you go through it, you've confronted it, you faced it, it's past you, now you have control of it.
I get you.
But anything you don't face, you don't have control over.
Right.
So say you're scared to go to school. And you do everything you can to get to where you want to go. But the one thing keeping you from stepping into what you want to do is going to school. Anything you don't face will follow you.
Forever.
Forever.
Literally.
Literally.
So pretty much, more of the story, y'all, face your pains pretty much, and face what's in front of you that's kind of holding you back, it sounds like, to be honest. Because if you're not going through it, you keep on trying to go around it, it's going to be right here just following you. It's like, okay, you can keep on going, you can keep on trying to go forward, but guess what? I'm going to be right here with you until you break through me and leave me behind.
It's the best way I can put it is accept the fact that it's not what you thought it was going to be. So if I'm dating somebody named Alicia and I thought Alicia was my wife, I have to accept the fact that it didn't go how I wanted it to go. I thought she was my wife.
Right.
So I'm holding on to that with hope that we might get back together. But if we don't, if I can't accept that we don't, how can I move on?
Yeah, you be
because
stuck.
Everybody that has potential in the future may become a rebound because I haven't let go of what I thought was and accepted what it is now.
Ooh, that's true. Damn, you know I gotta make this to one clip. That's true. That's true. Hold on, let me see what the comments said. The fan comment. Let me see. We got 4 people. Hold on. Start over. Somebody said get rid of the haystack. What we got on here? Cleanse the plate. We see y'all comments. We see them, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot, man. But that's true though, honestly, man. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people have pain. You know what I mean? It's totally normal to have pain, honestly. I don't want anybody to feel, you know, bad for having pain. A lot of people have it. It's just facing the pain is, I think, the hard thing for people. It's not so much having it, it's like you said, it's the facing it, going through the pain.
That's the hardest part.
And once you go through that pain, though, I feel like you're invincible. I'm not trying to say this in a cocky way.
I see what you're saying.
But you're invincible in a way.
The funny thing about pain and what it does to you is it makes you feel numb in a way.
Okay.
And when you feel numb about pain, you're blind to experience.
So pain makes you feel numb. So can you elaborate a little more on that one?
When somebody goes through something for so long and they keep going through a specific sequence of events and they're the same sequence every time, after a while it becomes a culture. And what is a culture?
Something that keeps going on, for real.
Exactly. So after going through a certain depth of pain, whether it be heartbreak, after you're so used to getting your heart broken, when you get something different and you're getting treated right, it's going to feel different.
That's true.
So therefore, when something feels different and it's not what you're used to, what do you naturally do? You push it away.
You push away. Yep.
You become numb.
That's true. That's true.
And you don't become numb to something you're familiar with. You become numb to something that's new.
Yep.
And what's new is uncomfortable. And what's uncomfortable 9 times out of 10 is where you should go, depending on your perspective of the situation.
True.
So say Alicia cheated on me. And I got another girl named Jasmine and she cheated on me. I got another girl named Brianna and she cheated on me. Then I meet this girl named Faith. She's loyal. She's honest. She accepts my insecurities. She talks to me when I'm not confident in myself. Accepting her and the way she treats me opens up my eyes to the light. And when you're in the dark for so long, the light hurts because the truth hurts. The truth will set you free.
The truth will set you free, man.
But not all people can handle the truth.
It's hard. Sometimes I went through it a few times. It's hard too. It's hard, but it do set you free, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
It do set you free.
Would you rather somebody trim the hedges or cut the whole bush? So if all the leaves are dead, why would you just trim the hedges instead of cutting the whole bush?
Cut the whole bush. Get out the way.
Exactly. Cut the whole bush.
But some people like to trim the hedges because it may take too much work to cut the whole bush.
And even if you trim the hedges, you never get to the root of the problem, and you never get rid of the problem. You only take a piece out of it, but it still exists. So with emotions, the funny thing is, what once was right to you, when you see the right thing, what you went through will hurt because you realize you deserved better.
Mm-hmm.
So in life, when you settle for what you don't want, once you start to go towards what you want and you see your life start to manifest, what you went through hurts even worse. Because you realize you didn't deserve it.
Right.
Nobody deserves a regular life. Nobody wants to work a 9-to-5 life. Nobody wants to work for somebody. Everybody wants to be their own individual.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you settle for working for somebody, say this is a construction job and I'm gonna pay you $10 an hour.
Okay.
You accept that job. You worked this job for 20 years. You just sold yourself for $10 an hour when you could have had your own business making millions a year.
Yeah, I could work $10 an hour for 20 years.
But you see the difference.
Not knocking anybody out there. yeah, I got you.
You literally are selling yourself.
That's
when
true.
you don't have direction, guess what happens?
What?
When you don't have direction, you don't have a purpose. And when you don't have a purpose, you become a part of somebody else's purpose.
So you lose purpose of yourself, pretty much, it sounds like.
Exactly.
Wow.
When you don't know what you want, you become a part of what somebody else wants.
That's real.
And if you let your emotions control you, guess what? You'll never know what you want.
See, now when it comes to your emotions controlling you, right? I know they say don't let your emotions control you, but then they're your emotions, though. So I think a lot of people have a difficult time with that because, like you said, you got to listen to that deeper. Your emotions. So your emotions are coming from you.
So you're talking about people getting love confused for lust.
That could be a way, yeah.
Or letting your emotions control you. This person's cheating on me, but because I love him, I keep him.
Damn, you're going in a different direction, but we can go that way. We can go that way too.
No.
We can go that way. Go ahead.
Emotions can be deceiving.
Okay.
And when I say that, it's because everybody that's in your boat isn't rowing. There can be a person in your boat drilling holes and watching you sink.
We talking about Nipsey Hussle. You just talking about that, yep.
But if your emotions cloud your judgment, you'll never know. That's what I mean by you can't always let your emotions control you. Because when your emotions control you, logic goes out of the window. Common sense goes out the window when your emotions take control. I firmly believe your emotions are like a feather in the wind. It has no control. It has no direction. It's just out there. Now, when your emotions are just out there, guess what happens?
What?
You don't control your life. They do.
Oh, I get you. I get you going with this now. So such as people controlling your emotions. Like, for instance, let's say if I was to go on to work, right? And, you know, somebody said something to me, right? And it just pissed me off. I just went off on them. Forget you, went off. They pretty much have control over my emotions, pretty much, for me to snap like that. Is that a way? Is that like kind of an example you're trying to get to?
Okay. If somebody says something and you snap, it triggered something.
It triggers something. Yeah.
It hit somewhere.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, it can be complete disrespect. Or there can be a deeper problem that you did not confront and it reminded you of it. Because people don't understand. There's a difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious.
Can you break that down real quick? A lot of people get confused between those two, man. Me personally, too, to be honest.
Your conscious mind won't always be conscious. You can be conscious of living and going about every day, but not conscious of your decisions because you're so used to them. Now, your subconscious is your spirit.
Right.
So if your spirit takes over,
right. It's deep.
I honestly believe your sole purpose in life is to develop your subconscious. Because your subconscious is what's deep within. Your conscious is just
the surface.
Exactly. It's a reality of what you're doing, but it's not what you want to do. So if you learn yourself and you become self-aware and you understand what you want, your subconscious starts to push through the surface.
Yeah.
And once your subconscious pushes through the surface, then you start becoming who you're supposed to be. You start becoming aware of yourself.
That's deep, man. I never know, because I always read into that, man. Definitely, school of psychology and all that, but I never really got the gist of the subconscious and the consciousness. But that makes sense though. So this is your conscious, right? And this is your subconscious. This is really who you deep down are. Yes. And this is who the society, all the other rules on that shit pretty much make you who you are.
You gonna make me throw something.
And a lot of people live from the conscious mindset.
Yes.
But it's just that, you know what?
That gut feeling.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. I was in California like 2 years ago, right? And it was like back in 2016, and we was chilling on the beach. It was this guy that came by. His name is Wagon Man. Y'all can search him on Facebook, Wagon Man in California. And he came to me. It was like, you know, man, don't let society take over you. It's that little kid in you that wants to live. And I was like, what do you mean by that? He's like, it's that person deep in you that wants to live, but society is taking control of who you are. And I didn't get it until just a year ago.
It's distraction.
And he was saying, he's saying your subconscious wants to like break past that consciousness. Yes. And it's like hidden. And he told me, do not let society take over who you really are. And I was like, what? I didn't understand. He back there. I was like, okay, whatever. But now I get what he mean.
It's so detrimental to living.
Yeah.
Your subconscious is that gut. 9 times out of 10, when you got a gut feeling, when a woman got a gut feeling that a dude is cheating, she know he cheating.
Yeah.
But because, guess what? Her emotions are clouding her judgment. She'll stay in that situation.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
The subconscious is so important, and a lot of people aren't in tune with their subconscious.
It's hard. It's hard, man.
They create this fake reality. And they create this fake life, and they give all these fake answers. And honestly, those people who operate out of their conscious mind, you notice you can't really talk to them about too much because what doesn't fit in their box agitates them.
That's true. That's true. I agree.
It agitates them to the fullest.
I'm just waving at people. Keep on going, bro.
I have to learn how to tap into your spirit. And the bad thing about that is if you don't feed yourself the right things, your spirit can be the most toxic thing for you.
Yeah, man, you got to feed yourself the right things, man. And you got to be aware of what you feed yourself. I know that can be really difficult sometimes, but you have to really tune into yourself. And that meditation is a way I tune into myself. And I'm not talking about just sitting there like, but meditation could be in many ways. People think it could just be like, you know, the old traditional sitting in the corner. Meditation is it's so broad.
Reflection.
Yeah.
Walking
is a big one for me.
I honestly believe walking and feeling the presence of nature does so much for the human mind. For the body. Nature in itself is so important. This may sound like a bit of a stretch, but I feel like nature is important in manifesting the life you want. If you're not in tune with nature and you're not in tune with how the world operates and the things that go on, I don't feel like you can manifest what you want.
That's real. Because we are nature, man.
Would you rather understand yourself and be lost in this world or be lost in this world? No, I said that wrong.
I'm about to say, what? Okay.
Would you rather understand yourself
and
be lost in this world or understand this world and find yourself?
Repeat that one more time so I make sure I get the right answer. Go ahead.
Would you rather be lost in this world and understand yourself or understand this world and find yourself?
I'd rather understand the world and find myself because guess what? In the day, I'm on this world.
Exactly.
I'm on this world.
Finding yourself is always going to be the common denominator in your journey.
True.
But understand this world, it doesn't matter. When you know yourself, you know your yes and no's in the world. But if you know this world and you don't know yourself, guess what's going to happen? Everything in this world is going to look keen to your eye. It's going to look attractive to the human eye. And trust me, I deny myself what's attractive to my eye because 9 times out of 10, it's not good for me.
Damn. Where you get that insight from?
Honestly? Observation, trial and error. But most of my insight I do get is from the Bible. Because one thing that I firmly believe is, why gain the whole world just to lose your soul? A lot of these rappers, they get a lot of money, they get millions of dollars, but they're so empty. You want to know the most respected? Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Phenomenal guy.
Real.
Upstanding man. But you want to know the one rapper that I do respect? And he doesn't talk about the best things, but he willingly admitted that the material things is just a way of him covering up his insecurities.
Who?
Kevin Gates.
Really?
Openly said on a track, don't get the materialistic things confused. It's just a way to hide my insecurities. He said, I know I'm ugly. For him to have that sense of being transparent in a song, and that's that's not even on the charts now.
Right.
People don't talk about their life, and it's not 9 times out of 10 the people who actually speak on their life don't become famous. It's the people who fake it to make it.
Man,
it's the people who talk about the things that they don't do that make it.
I know, man.
They give the crowd what they want instead of staying pure to who they are.
Yeah, a lot of people literally fake it till they make it, and I guess when they make it, they get lost.
Exactly,
they get lost. Like, whoa, this is not me, because they didn't fake who they were to make it, so other people can accept who they are.
Be authentic to yourself.
I can't agree anymore, man.
You do your best when you're authentic and pure to yourself.
That's true.
If somebody can't accept you for who you are, let them go.
You already know how I feel. If somebody can't accept me for who I am, fuck them. If you can't accept me for who I am, y'all, hey.
That's the term,
that's
y'all.
how I feel. Fuck them.
That is the term.
That's how I feel, honestly. That's true, though, man. That's true. You know, and Kanye West had one of the songs, too, man. I know right now you're going different shit. But, yeah, he said we all self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. You know what I mean? And a lot of, people, materialistic people are like that. They rely on those materialistic things to pretty much self-identify themselves. And it's
like Instagram.
Yeah, it's like Instagram, all that stuff, man.
It's like Instagram. When people, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but
we real on here. You gotta be real.
How many of you take a picture and don't stick with the original copy, but use a filter to make it how you want it to look instead of accepting it for what it is?
I used to do that a lot.
I feel like material things is just how people put a filter on the life that they don't want people to see. So you're showing all this bling and this grill and you shining your teeth in the camera, but you really don't want to see the guy who's sitting at home with no jewelry on crying, or see the guy who's looking in the mirror confused.
That's real.
Or see the guy who's calling his mama when he got a $3 or $40 million home and like 7 cars in the driveway that total up to more than his house.
That's real, man. I never thought about that's real, though.
That's what people do. And it's just like, how many people can look in the mirror and say, I like who I am? Because it's hard to look in the mirror, because when you look in the mirror, you think about who you are and what you do. You can't look at yourself and just say, oh, that's just a human being. No, you're saying, oh, dang. I'm smoking, I'm drinking, I'm saying I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but behind closed doors, I'm just a guy who works a 9 to 5, smokes weed, got 4 cars. Other than that, I'm not happy, but because people see the material things, I act like I got it. But the only people who got it are the people who trust in the importance of intangibles, not the tangibles.
That's real. You know what this all comes down to, bro?
What?
Self-awareness. We've been talking about that the whole podcast.
Look at that.
Self-awareness,
Look at
man.
that, y'all. Look at that.
If you're not aware of yourself, you'll be lost out here, man.
Lost.
I really pray and hope that everybody, I feel like it's a wave going on right now that everybody's on this path of self-awareness and getting to know yourself, man. And I really notice it, but I do notice a lot of people that's not in it. But I really notice, like, for us to be talking about this right now, man, shows that it's something out here in the world that's helping us realize this, though. You know what I mean? It's like, it's something out here helping us realize this. And I feel like it's other people out here that's going through the same thing as well. Because
it took for us to realize it, for us to get where we are. So now we know how important it is to know ourselves.
Yep.
Know yourself. If you don't know yourself, what else do you have?
You know they say in this world, from everybody, the only thing you have is your name, And only thing you have in this world is your name. On the real deep stuff, only thing you have is your name. At the end of the day,
that's all.
Guess what? You meet somebody. Guess what? How you go each other in mind? Then of course the energy, the conversation, the name. What's your name? The name. That's the only thing you have. Only thing you have in this world is your name. You know what I mean? That's it. When you think about it, so if you don't know yourself,
the funny thing is,
yeah,
name brand clothes. All you got is your name. It don't matter about the clothes.
Yes.
The name.
You saw something about that on social media too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The name's
the name
that matters.
That's true.
The name.
Yep.
Your name is all you have.
That's true. Hold on, y'all. I'm just waving at y'all. That's true. Your name is all you have, honestly.
All you got.
And I feel like you gotta embrace your name and who you are and yourself as a whole.
Your name and your intentions, man.
That's true, man.
What you purposefully do every single day matters.
That's real. So what type of legacy do you want to leave behind? Well, do you want to build? I'm not going to get that far. What legacy are you working on building right now as we speak?
Legacy of communication and understanding.
Okay.
What I want for this world and my mission for this world, and I will outwardly and confidently say it, I want this world to understand what it means to be a heart with ears. Because a lot of people, when they're talking, they don't listen to understand individuals, because every individual has a different story.
What do they do instead? Can you just drop that real quick?
They listen to respond.
Okay.
They don't listen to understand. They listen to respond. And I hate to put men out there, but men are dogs.
Shit. We just talked about that too. Yeah, that's true.
Men are dogs. It's so sad. Men let their body control them instead of taking dominion over your body.
I agree, man. 100%.
It's just, and I don't want to get off subject, but the legacy I want to leave, man. Because when I leave, people aren't going to think of what I did. They're going to think of who I am. They're going to say, what defines Calvin Wyndham? What was he about? What meaning did he give to life? And the meaning I want to give to life are things that are intangible. I want to give love. I want to give understanding. I want to give compassion. I want to leave a platform where people feel welcome. People can feel equal. Because a lot of people in this world don't feel equal. They always judge themselves to the standards of somebody else. And truth be told, how many bystanders do you have in your life? You got a lot, don't you? You got a lot of people who are in your life but don't participate in your life, and they still judge your life, and they don't even know what you went through.
Yeah, that's true.
I guarantee you, me, or anybody watching this live couldn't live in my shoes for 20 minutes. I couldn't live in yours, and I couldn't live in the person watching. But we still judge something we're ignorant to.
Can't agree anymore, bro.
That's what I want to leave. I want to leave a platform of understanding. I want to leave a document and a program and books that give you the key to a fulfilling life. That's what I want to leave. And that's my mission.
I love it. And you, guess what, man? You living it right now.
It took me 25 years to live that. That's why I always say, don't look at me now. Look at me 10 years ago when I didn't have it all together. Look at Justin 10 years ago and ask him how his life was.
For real.
Don't look at him now. Look at him when I knew him. He didn't understand the meaning of life. Trust me, I didn't. Now, I do. But before, we didn't. So don't look at me now. Look at me for that little boy who wanted to live a life of purpose. As my brother right here said, there's that little person in you that wants to live a life of purpose. But you got to be willing to do the digging.
Man, that was deep, bro. That was deep.
You got to be willing to dig deep down. You ever heard of the power of 21?
No, I never heard of it, bro.
It takes 21 days to break a habit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I heard Oprah talk about that. Yep.
Yeah. Imagine the power of dominion over your life you would have if people would do the power of 21. I'm going to stop drinking pop for 21 days. I'm going to stop watching porn for 21 days. I'm going to take control over the things I can control. I can control my habits in my room of influence. I can control who I surround myself by. Mm-hmm. The power of 21 is truly what put me on the right trail to my core values. How many people say I love you to their parents every day? Exactly.
I don't say it every day. I'm real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's those things that we take for granted. Mm-hmm. But those things are really what change our life.
That's real.
The little things. That's what I want to leave. I want everybody to feel like a family. I want people to think of me and say, dang, that's a brother. That's my brother. That is my brother. Different ethnicity, different language, different everything, but that's my brother. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to leave. Mm-hmm. Every time I talked to him, I felt equal. I felt like I could open up and not be judged. When Jesus traveled, everybody could talk to him. Mm-hmm. But we can't talk to everybody, and it's just sad.
True. That's true.
What you want to leave?
Oh, you gonna switch it on me? Oh, man. Well, I want to leave behind, honestly, man. You know, I just thought about this last night after reading an article by Nipsey Hussle. I want to leave this behind, man. Just like, I just got to be straight to the point. Like, this guy was a great guy. I want to give back to people. I want to have people. It's hard to explain why I want to leave for real, man. I just want to leave a platform behind. I want to, oh, shit. I guess I was about to go crazy with it. Honestly, I want to leave behind a good legacy, honestly. I want my family to be first things first, my family, man, because without them, I wouldn't be here for nothing, man. I want to leave, behind something good for our family, man, to keep on going for generations, honestly. Generational wealth, that's my main thing. And for communities and everything, I just want to leave behind something that can help everybody as a whole, not just our people, everybody as a whole, to elevate their life, man. Because, a lot of people want to elevate their life, but they may not have the resources to do it, or they may not have the financial stability to do it. And I just want to leave something out there to help them advance their life and elevate in any kind of way, honestly, bro. Any kind of way they want to do it. That's with school, starting a business, find a job. It's something, man. So I know a lot of people who, who have records, jail records and everything, and it's hard for them to find a job and everything. And a lot of people not gonna give them a chance, that second chance, because like, oh, I see you got this felony, so we're not gonna hire you because of that felony. I want to be that person to give somebody a chance, a second chance. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people need that, a lot of people deserve that. We forget about those people all the time. They're human beings at the end of the fucking day. They're human beings at the end of the day. And we just like, oh, whatever. Oh, you don't have a degree. Oh, you got a felony. Oh, you ain't shit. I want to be that person to create some type of, I can't even tell y'all fully yet, but some type of just platform or business or corporations to help everyone. And this goes for black, white, Hispanic. Y'all know me. I'm very diverse. And that's pretty much sums up why I want to leave. That's it. I can't even go deeper in that. Family, community, love, man.
Creating opportunities for everyone as a body.
That's what I want to do. Opportunity. Everybody has opportunities, man. Everyone.
And it's funny because we have a home, food, money, and clothes, but we can't even take the time out to give to the less fortunate, and the less fortunate give to the people who have more.
Boom. That's true. Like, for instance, me and my mom, Deuce, we donated clothes just a few months ago to the less fortunate. You know what?
That's what me and my mom were doing.
It felt good donating clothes to them. And it hit me like, wow. You know what I mean? Because thankfully, thank God, shout out to my family. I grew up, with clothes, a household on my back, food, support, everything. But everybody didn't. You know what I mean? And I'm glad my family is the type of loving family that we're not, we got it going on. You know what I mean? We love to help out other people as well. People that do got it and people that don't got it. And I feel like that is instilled in me. That's why I went to school for nursing, for instance. Nursing is a very nurturing career.
Something you can give back.
It's something you give back to. And that's why I went for nursing, because I never actually planned on going for nursing.
That's powerful.
Nursing found me, bro.
That's powerful.
To be real, it found me. And that's why I realized, like, well, I'm a giving back kind of person, because you got to be made to do that shit. You know what I mean? And that's the moral of the story, y'all. I just want to give back, take care of my family as a whole, generational.
Wow.
And just create opportunities forever, though. Not just for, while I'm here, forever. When I pass on, I want these opportunities still going to different people forever.
Wow.
Forever. Not trendy, y'all. I'm here forever.
That's powerful, man. I just thought of something really
What's
profound.
up, bro?
The more you give in life, the more you can receive in life.
That's true.
So the more you give in life, I feel like as much as you give, that's as much happiness as you have.
Yeah.
Because if you're empty, you're selfish.
Yeah.
One thing I do realize is sin is selfish, man. Sin is about me, 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 me.
Mm-hmm.
But the way to a better life is to get outside of you and realize you were born not for you, but for others.
That's true. That's true.
So I realize the more that I want to give back, and it's like a vessel. It's like honestly, it's like the human body.
Mm-hmm.
The human body goes in a cycle. All the blood flows in a certain pattern, and it constantly
literally
repeats.
it goes the same cycle.
Literally.
Yep.
So the more your body pumps blood to the heart,
Right.
the more the whole body receives more blood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the more I give to others, the more God can give to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So the more I empty myself of what I have, the more I can get within my own capacity. You don't give outside of what you can give, but you do give
what you can give. I'm glad
I feel like that's so important.
Yep.
Because people have so much to give, but they don't give anything.
Oh, of course. Not even a little bit.
It's just like, how can you go about life and say you're thankful, but yet you don't give back anything?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That is like the true definition of being narcissistic.
Right, right. That's true. Because honestly, I'm not wealthy. I ain't gonna lie. I can't sit up here and say I can write off this a $5,000 check to people. But I can though give you some. If you like, you know what? When I see homeless people with the signs up, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't give them no money, but I always ask them, "Are you hungry?" Always.
Right.
And they say, "Yeah." I give them food. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I always give. If I don't got the money, I don't got the money. But I always give. And it don't have to, like you said, it don't have to be the most.
It don't.
You give what you can. You don't got to think, oh, well, I don't have, hundreds of dollars, so I can't donate hundreds of dollars. No, you can just, hey, I'll go buy you a meal from McDonald's, wherever you going, man. Subway, wherever. This is about just giving back, period, man. And I don't even give to get shit given back to me, honestly. I give just from the heart, just like, it is what it is.
And the funny thing is, being able to give $5,000 don't make you wealthy.
No, it don't, man.
It don't make you wealthy,
No, man.
man.
Anybody can write a check to somebody.
But that's what most people think makes you wealthy. Money is not wealth.
I know it's not. It's a lot of people out here that's wealthy and not
family,
really, yeah.
love, that's wealth.
That's true. Guess why?
Investing is wealth.
Because it keeps going.
Exactly.
It
Circulating.
Because guess what? That money, it could come and go. You could be a millionaire today. We've seen it with a lot of people.
And broke tomorrow.
And then broke tomorrow. And broke tomorrow. So the love is what, don't get me wrong. I do want the money. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But that love is the key, man. You can have all the money in the world and not have no love within you or with surrounding you at that.
That's right, man.
That's real, man. I got one more question to ask you, bro. What makes a great life?
Not everybody lives the life of the 1%ers.
Yeah.
That dream life. Not everybody lives that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the meaning of a great life. The meaning of a great life is realizing what's important. Having a good relationship with your family. Being thankful for what you have. Realizing that you're more fortunate than a lot of people. There's a lot of homeless people who would give to be in my situation. And yet I'm not perfect. And trust and believe, I don't act thankful every day, but it is my intention to be thankful.
Real.
So honestly, to live a great life, I think that firmly has to do with knowing what's important. Family, love, giving back to your community, investing in yourself and also in others when capable.
That's real. I couldn't agree anymore, brother.
And following your heart, man. Following your heart. What you would give nothing more to do is what you need to do. What you can't get enough of is what you need to do. And I don't mean something ridiculous, but if you like helping people, you need to get into a position where you can help people so God can lead you to the type of help you want to give. I've always been good with talking. I've been good with talking all my life.
Yeah, yeah.
But I never knew what area I was supposed to be talking in. Now I know after 25 years.
You still got more to go.
And I still got more to go.
For sure, man. For sure. Well, y'all heard him, man. Hey, go ahead, drop your social media, man. Anything you want them to know, go ahead, bro.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at FTLT20_2019EST. You can follow me on Facebook at the same thing, or you can just type in my name, Calvin Wyndham.
For sure, man. I'd like to thank you for coming. Oh, go, you got something to say? Go ahead.
Man, I was just about to say thanks for the invite.
I was about to say thank you for
this was
my brother.
Man, this was an amazing time.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on here, man.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
You as well, brother.
This was phenomenal.
They're gonna see us again, a lot more, man.
More.
Stay tuned, man.
Stay tuned, y'all.
For sure, for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for watching or listening to Lavish Journey podcast, where we create, inspire, and spread greatness. We out of here. Can you post a picture real quick? I'm gonna screenshot it from the camera. Yeah. Good.